No one knows Gordon Pinsent better than an actor, writer, and director who quite recently was the Prime Minister of Canada, albeit briefly and fictitiously. You'll be glad to hear, Mr. Martin. Here is Paul Gross.
In 1995, I got on a jet in Los Angeles and I flew north to the Yukon, where I found myself in the White Pass in the middle of a blizzard. And I was frightened, not because of the snow, but I was about to embark on a part that I had absolutely no idea how to play. And there I was standing with this crew next to the camera, and everything was focused on this one actor who was standing on the lip of a cliff. And he had these majestic mountains behind him, and he turned towards the camera, his steel blue eyes flashing, and he said, "You're gonna kill a Mountie? They'll follow you to the ends of the earth." Now, at that moment, the snow stopped. The skies actually parted. Radiant sun filled the landscape. Bears emerged from their dens. Trees suddenly burst into full bloom, and I could swear I heard a choir singing. And in that flash, absolutely in my bones, I knew that I would be all right because I was working with Gordon Pinsent. Now, as loved as he may be in the rest of Canada, in Newfoundland, he is a living god. And it was at his urging, and quite persistent urging, I might add, that my family took a holiday there, and we spent a couple of months in a small outpour community called Salvage. And the day after we arrived, there was a knock at the door, and I opened it, and there was this fierce little guy standing on the porch, and he stepped into the house. "Was I that fellow from the Mountie show?" He wanted to know, and I said, "Yes, I was." And honestly, something like awe filled his eyes, and he grabbed my hand, he started pumping it up and down like a madman, and I was flattered, and I said, "So you liked the show, did you?" "Well, no, couldn't say that he did. Never seen it. I saw an ad for it once, didn't really appeal to him." No, the really great honor was that he was actually meeting someone who had met Mr. Gordon Pinsent. And I have to say, I think this reverence is entirely justified. Gordon is a prince of a man. He has endless reserves of energy. He's kind of preternaturally young. He's bottomlessly creative. His contribution to our nation is immeasurable and ongoing. And his passion for our country is inexhaustible. And on top of that, he's a great guy. Nay, I would say that he may well be the greatest Canadian.